So in this class we will discuss about the DC series motor connected to three-phase fully controlled bridge rectifier. Okay, so in three-phase fully controlled rectifier, so you will get the both modes, motoring mode as well as the generating mode. So we will see that one. So here also actually the input voltage is balanced three-phase voltage. Okay. So Vp1, Vp2, Vp3 are of equal magnitude and displaced in space by 120 degree. Okay, and the line voltage is the vector difference of phase voltages, and here the output voltage of the converter is Et, that is nothing but the input voltage to the load of the motor. Okay, so the load is the DC series motor. Okay, here the armature terminals are A, AA, and field terminals are S1, S2. Okay, so here you will observe both mode, motoring mode as well as generating mode. Okay, so it consists of the full control converter consists of 6 SCR. Okay, three phase fully control converter consists of 6 SCRs. Okay, there are two groups, positive group, negative group, or the odd group and even group. In the odd group we have SCRs T1, T3 and T5, and in the even group it is T2, T4 and T6. Okay, the circuit diagram you can draw like this. Okay, so here the waveforms of the voltage and currents. Okay, for alpha equal to 30 degree, for alpha equal to 30 degree are shown here. Okay, this is your input voltage. Okay, then this is SCR triggering sequence or the conducting sequence. So SCRs are conducting in the sequence of 6 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 and 5 6 and 6 1. Okay, then this is your your output line voltage, and this is your armature current. Okay, output current. So here actually whenever the T1, T2 are conducting, okay, so sorry, when T1 and T6, when T1 T6 are conducting, okay, at the time, okay, T1 is associated with T1 is associated with the line 1 BP1 and T6 is associated with the line BP2. So the output voltage during the period, okay, when the T1 and T6 are conducting, at the time Et will be equal to BP1 minus BP2. Okay, then when T1 T2 are conducting, okay, when T1 is connected to BP1, okay, line 1, and T2 is connected to line 3. So when T1 and T2 are conducting, at the time the output voltage will be equal to the vector difference of BP1 and BP3. BP1 and BP3. So here actually the cycle will be this one only, 30 degree to 90 degree. Okay, so so every 60 degree the cycle is repeating here. Okay, so for finding the average value of the output voltage, okay, for finding the average value of the output voltage, the lower limit will be pi by 6 plus alpha, and upper limit will be pi by 2 plus alpha. Okay, and here actually you can take the Vp1 equal to Vm sin omega t, Vp2 equal to Vm sin omega t minus 120 degree, Vp3 equal to Vm sin omega t minus 240 degree. Okay, so the equivalent circuit can be drawn like this. Okay, so this is your output voltage of the converter, this is back EMF, this is series field resistance, this is armature resistance. Okay, so here you will get the Et equal to Eb plus Ia into Ra plus Rac. Okay, so under the steady state condition, okay, so you can write, okay, the average value of the output voltage, okay, Et equal to 1.35 VL cos alpha, which is nothing but Eb plus Ia into Ra plus Rac. We know that the back EMF equal to K phi into omega, and here actually you can write the flux is proportional to current, okay, armature current or the field current. So you can write here Eb equal to K phi into K into Ia into omega. And for the DC series motor, the torque is proportional to square of the armature current, so you can write Tm equal to K into Ia square. Okay, now substitute this value here. Okay, EB and IA over here in this main equation. So you'll get ultimately K IA omega plus IA into RA plus RAC equal to 1.35 VL cos alpha. So the speed omega equal to, okay, after substitution you will get this one. Okay, so this is the relationship between the speed and torque. Okay, so 1.35 VL cos alpha divided by square root of TMK minus RAC plus RA by K. So one thing you notice here, okay, here you know, so this speed consists of two terms. Okay, this is no load speed and the speed drop due to the armature current. Okay, so here the speed is a function of Ferri angle. Okay, for different value of Ferri angle, for various value of Ferri angle, you can draw the speed torque characteristics. Okay, so here the actually the torque is proportional square of the current, armature current. Okay, so actually the characteristic is not a straight line here. Actually it is a curve. Okay, and here actually alpha 1 is less than alpha 2 is less than alpha 3. Okay, so when the Ferri angle goes on increasing, then the speed decreases. Okay, so actually whenever the actually in case of full control converter, okay, when the voltage is positive and current positive, the electrical energy will be converted into mechanical energy, and the DC machine will act as motor. Then if the firing angle is greater than 90 degree, and the current is assumed as a constant, the average output voltage will be negative. Since the voltage is negative and current is positive, the power flow should be into the AC mains. Okay, so this can happen only if the DC machine acts as generator and generates voltage greater than the terminal voltage, okay, of the converter. So this action is known as regenerative braking. So in this case you will get both the motoring mode and the generating mode. Okay, so the fully control converter overcomes the limitation of the semi converter of the half control converter. Okay,